getting the free prize when Andrew Meek Jr. comes up here. Let's hear it for the camera himself, Mr. King of Okay, everybody chill. Okay, what we're gonna do as far as the questions go, if you got a question, raise your hand. So that way we can call on people that way, and we don't have 20 million people all trying to shout at once. We got out here. Thank you for coming out here and making this a major highlight for a lot of people.
Good to see you guys. So let's talk. What do you got? What do you want to know?
Okay, we got a question right over here.
Thank you.
Hey, I just want to know about how much you and Ace played on the Cypress Circuit album. I just want to know if the rumors are true and you guys didn't have much to do with it.
What are the rumors? You guys know more than I know. I have to look on my net to see what's going on.
The rumor that I heard is that you and Ace didn't really have much to do with the Cypress Circuit album.
Right, and that's true. Bruce Fairburn, rest his soul, kind of was running the show, so they said. But I played on a tune that Ace, Into the Void, and so I got, and he wanted it that way. So the two of us got to play together because the songs that I brought in, and I did bring some songs in, and I will get them out eventually on my own thing. And I brought in a ballad called Hope, and I brought in another song called Justice for All, and a few other songs. And they just kept saying, you know, this isn't it. Well, Beth wasn't it either, and that sure did well for the band. And, you know, so again, that's about all I participated on the album, and I was a little upset because I wanted more, I wanted to do more, and I thought, since we weren't together for such a long time, and now we got back together, and you guys didn't get nothing from us in quite a while, and this is a good time to do a studio album again. It didn't pan out, so that's the way it goes, you know. So, yeah, but that's the God's honest truth, so forget about the rumors, that's the truth.
Okay, we got a question all the way in the back there.
Oh, Peter, I just read a book, it's a new book on pop music, where the guy that wrote the article, he was very adamant about saying that the genius behind Kiss's great pop music in 78, 77, things like Love Gun, Rock and Roll, was Peter Criss's drumming style. That gave it like a pop flavor. I'm curious, when you were working on those albums, like your beats and stuff on songs like Criss 16 and Dr. Love, did you just like come up with that stuff off the top of your head, or?
Yeah.
So unique, it's so good, it's the whole flavor of the song.
Thank you. I really don't, you know, I'm one of those musicians who I just don't think I play from my heart. So I just play what I feel. There's a difference between me, I guess, and Eric's Carr, rest his soul, or Eric Singer and other guys. I just play, and I think that had a lot to do with the early sound of the band, that we just sort of got together and we created. We did what we do. We create. We make, you know, I played what I wanted to play, and it got tighter and tighter, and then it got to be, you can't play that, you can't play this, you can't play that. And then it goes, then you lose your creativity, and it's gone, you know. So.
The drumming on that period of albums is the best.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, we got a question right back there.
Hey, Peter. I heard you on Eddie Trunk the other night. You were saying
That was fun, yeah.
Yeah,
Had a good time.
you were saying that you had not read Gene's book
No.
because he had nothing nice to say.
So I hear.
Yeah. My question is, I know you're finishing your book, but you also...
Yes, I am. And I had an ending, but the ending I had wasn't a great ending as far as I'm concerned. The whole ending was not cool. I can't talk about it. I do talk about it in my book. And hopefully this time around there'll be a little better ending than the ending I sort of have. You know, I don't like ragging on people, and my book is about me. It's not about Kiss. It's a big part of my life. Thank you fucking so much for my life. For my... I didn't have what I have today. I have a beautiful wife. I have a great house. I'm in great health. I'm playing my ass off. I have so much to be thankful for. It's probably one of the reasons why I get full. But it's the reason why I'm here today. I'm not here for any other reason but being touched by you guys. I opened the site. It did great. I got responses. I said, holy shit, I really love these people. I got to go back into the war. So I'm back into the war. And you know, again, I didn't read Gene's book. My wife read some of it, and she just said I shouldn't read it because I'd probably kill him. So I didn't read it.
My actual question was sort of regarding, do you plan to give your side of the story on how it is to work with Gene and Paul? That's something we don't hear.
Well, of course. I mean, you know, there's my truth, your truth, and the real truth. And I'm tired. I really am. I'm tired. That's probably why I'm here. Of reading shit. I'm tired of reading what I didn't say, what I didn't do, what they perceived I did or didn't do. And you know what? Even when I listened the other night to Ace, he has a lot of valid points, and I agree with him, and I justify with him. And I have the same issues he has with those guys, only I'm putting them aside right now because my most important issue is to play one more time around here. It's like I have to have foreclosure on my life, and for me to have foreclosure, I need to do this one more time. It has nothing to do with Gene or Paul or Ace. It has to do with me to you. That's what I want to do.
Okay, Peter?
With that said, I want to say that a long time.
Okay, Peter, I've got a question, kind of along the lines of what we were talking about with Gene's book. You did an interview with Gene a while back for Gene's magazine, and you pretty much let him have it.
Good?
Yeah, okay. Well, I thought it was, and I'm sure everybody else did. But the thing that I want to know was that some type of a catharsis for you, or are these things that you've told Gene in the past?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to get things off your chest. It's nice to say how you feel. It's important. And it's gotten me in a lot of trouble most of all my life of saying how I feel or acting how I feel. And you know, and then you get tired. You read about the drug thing, you read about the drink thing. Fuck, I haven't been stoned in 18 fucking years. I'm proud of that. I worked hard on that. You know, I worked hard on my sobriety. I worked hard. I wouldn't be sitting here if I was screwed up. I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys. I wouldn't be able to see you guys. You know, and when I hear this stuff coming still from the league and from the band, it hurts me because I don't say about what I can really say about those guys that I won't right now because not everybody's perfect, and that's a good thing. Because if we were all perfect, we'd be all fucked up people, and we're not. Excuse my language, there's kids here, I'm sorry. But, you know, all I want to do is be honest. I treat people like I want to be treated. I wake up every day and I thank God that I'm here. You know, I don't say, oh, he can't write, and he's on drugs, and he did this, to make me feel better. Because sometimes how I feel is their plan of, let's knock this so I can feel righteous. And that's not right either.
Okay, we got a question over there. The guy with the hand up.
Peter, thanks for being here.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
And how important it is for us to have you and Ace, Gene, and Paul back in the band and give us a U.S. tour.
Hey, I wouldn't want to, I'm with you. You know, I miss Ace. I wish he was, I don't know what it's going to be like not to be with him. I'm sure I'm not going to enjoy it, but it's his opinion, and he has a right to feel the way he does, and I know how he feels because I felt that way 2 years ago.
Well, thanks for coming back in.
Thank you.
Okay, we got a question from up here on close up here.
Peter, I just wanted to say that the reason I'm glad you taught me how to play.
Thank you.
I would not touch you.
Thank you.
I was always one of your team, 0. With some of the other guys.
Oh, God, but I show you my age. Buddy Rich, Louis Belson, Ainsley Dunbar, and John Bottom, rest his soul, and Keith Moon, rest his soul. I come from the old school. I even like Charlie Watts a lot. You know, so I like that stuff. I'm really into it. And I still listen to that stuff. And I'm working on a jazz album. I keep saying that, but I will have it done. I'm working on a rock album. I'll get that done. But I had to put everything on the burner right now because the band's getting back to do some stuff. So when that's done, I'll get all that out finally. Thank you, buddy. And great, I'm glad you're playing probably fairly crazy with the noise.
Okay, we got a question right here.
Yeah, I think when we first played Madison Square Garden, it was like wow. But man, this is it. Like I've always wanted to play there. I once told my mother, Esther, so that I would play there someday. And when I did, she was crying, and my dad was crying. It was a big Italian thing, and yeah, that was to me like wow. We made it. We really did it. So the Garden is a great place.
Okay, there's a guy back there who's been patient with his hand up.
Peter, how are you?
I'm terrific.
Excellent. My question, based on what you've been saying, do you feel that Ace will be there for these shows?
No.
You don't feel that?
No.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you are too.
I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I love Ace.
Okay, right over here with the Peter Criss t-shirt on.
Probably I may get Angel back because I really like his playing. I thought he was a great guitarist. And maybe Mark will play on a couple of things. Those are really great guys. I'm glad the band, it was a crazy era I went through, but I was pretty proud of some of the stuff we did. It was original. It was a pretty cool song. I mean, Blue Over Brooklyn, I wrote for my mom and stuff, so it was a good effort. I'm working on, I don't know about that. I just like to get some of the new stuff I've written and maybe redo some of the other stuff. Everybody keeps wanting me to redo I Can't Stop the Rain and a few other songs. So I don't know, I'm a funny guy, get in and go, oh, that sounds really good. And I always want to do some Sinatra stuff and some of that stuff, and Rod Stewart beat me to it, so I'll still give it a go. Thank you.
Peter, on the subject of your solo stuff, one thing that a lot of people might not know is you had a project with Mark St. John, another former member of Kiss.
I want to forget that.
Okay. So do we just leave it at that?
Yeah, that was a bad, yeah, that was not good.
Okay. Right there, right in the front.
Well, I wrote it again. It's in my book, which is ridiculous. The other things in books, and it's not true. I asked for what I felt was coming to me, and it also had to do with It had to do with the tour that we finished. Some problems with that tour, and they took my contract off the table, and they didn't want to negotiate with me. And that's the God's honest truth. And I put it on the UPA. I put it on the line. They took the deal off the table. As I understood, Tokyo in Australia was already booked. It was already sold out, whatever. It was already, and with me supposedly going, and I was told they had no other choice but to put Eric in my makeup. It was nice that he got to be me for the night. And it turned out, and I guess, that's the way it goes. They like that. They'll just move on, and I didn't like it, but there's nothing I could do about it. As a man, I had to stand up for what I thought was right, and I was getting screwed over in certain things, and I just wasn't going to take it. I don't care who it is.
Okay. All right, we got some questions from the back of the floor. You with the blonde hair there. With your
Welcome.
Thank you.
I understand during some reading that I've done that you took some lessons from Harry Chapin's father.
Yeah, Jim Chapin. I've studied with Jim for 3 years.
How did that come about, and is he still with us?
No, when I left the group in '82 or something, I just wanted to really know more, learn more. I'm still learning more as a drummer. Every day I pick up my sticks, I'm learning more. So I wanted to go for the best, and I thought Jim Chapin is the best. And I got to study with Papa Chapin for 3 years, and I learned a hell of a lot that I thought I knew and I didn't. I learned how to read, and I learned a lot of other stuff about music and theory that I never knew. And so I got a whole new career about drums that I didn't know about, and I'm still getting one. So I don't think you should ever say, oh, I know it all on drums, or I know it all. There's always more you can learn.
He's still alive?
Yes, and he's still playing. God bless him. Yeah, man, he's in his 80s. He's 82. He's still playing. God bless him.
Okay, that guy there in the denim jacket.
I tried. lot younger. Yeah, Bob Ezra. No. It was a matter of structure. Then we got to a point in our career where all of a sudden we met a big producer around Bob Ezra, who truly is and still is, and did The Wall and did all these great bands. And we felt this guy knew a lot about things and about music and stuff. And all of a sudden, I was playing too much. Now I had to play less, and I had to play this kind of way. So I was really told a lot, even on that album, what to do. And that was kind of frustrating. So I'm with you. I like the earlier stuff.
Okay, this guy here in the black and white sweatshirt.
Oh, God, I wouldn't have missed it. This is important for me, too. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. It's changed my life, too.
Okay, the guy in the bandana.
All right, man. I have no... No. I don't know what... You know what? I don't know... I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep going. I don't know. You know, I looked in a magazine recently and I saw a picture of Paul in some star outfit. Right. I go, well, that looks strange. I've never seen that before. It's like I've never seen the compository with Tommy Thayer next to me. I never took that photo shoot. I don't know where the hell that came from. So I go, all right, so maybe they'll have a new costume for me. If I don't like it, I won't wear it. I don't give a shit what they say. I'm going to wear it. So I don't know what these guys, you know, I really don't know. You go in and they just...
What was your favorite costume?
I like the zippers. I like my zipper. All the zippers. Yeah, I really dug that. That was pretty cool. But I don't know. I heard they may change outfits. And as far as the set list I got, it's pretty much the same set list, except for some of like Sure Know Something, I think, and I found some of the ballads that they're doing. I think Gene's doing Going Blind, and I'm like, why didn't he do that? I can't stop the record. That's okay. And they do a few other songs of mine, and again, I got shunned with some music that there's more of their songs than my songs. And it's kind of how it goes. And again, I don't care. I just want to play and sing and perform for you guys. That's really all I really want to do.
Thank you.
Okay, there's a guy right here in the front row that's been waiting nice and patiently.
You. Thank you. Thank you, man. Very cool. One of my favorites. No. I don't know, yeah. My wife keeps getting on me to get on it, and I do it, and I don't do it, and sometimes it is goodbye, and I start eating the things that hurt, because when you're with somebody for 30 years, a lot happens, good and bad. I don't buy the family shit. They're not my family. My family lives in Brooklyn. Right, and my mom and dad have passed on. My real family is my family. They're my band members. I work in the band, and where this family thing came up, I don't know. But, that happens, and if you're playing drums, God bless you. It's a great instrument. But you get put in the back. That's just the lousy part about it. That's why I used to throw drumsticks at everybody all the time. Thank you.
Okay, we got a lovely lady over there waiting to ask you a question.
Oh, the infamous teardrop. Boy, did I get hell for that. Oh, man. It had to do with what's in my book. It has to do with what happened on that tour. It had to do with what I felt happened to me. And it's obviously a teardrop it's not a good thing. So it wasn't a good thing, and it also leaked into why I didn't go to Australia and Tokyo. So I'd love to tell you, God, what I'd love to tell you, but I can't because they'll probably sue me or torture me. Those guys, take my clothes off and beat me to death. Well, Paul would probably like that, but you'll hear that all the way to LA and go, that son of a bitch. Wait till he gets out.
Okay, we got a guy with some drum heads in the back there.
Peter, tired of hearing the Peter fashion. I don't know why they still do it. My two-form question. makeup is yours. Eric's a great drummer, but there's only one cat yet.
Thank you.
You guys ever captured the live feeling on vinyl? Never seen it.
I don't know. You know, we have
so
more.
great live, and the sounds are great, don't get me wrong. But that live sound is so awesome compared to the studio.
It seemed we were just one of those bands that, you know, we tried to get it on Destroyer and tried to get that studio sound. Alive 1's still my favorite album, and Alive 2's still my favorite album because they were real, they were there, they were done, you felt it, it was right on the spot. And I think we were always that type of band. We are that type of band. We're really a live band. We're better live, I think, than we are in a studio, personally.
I'm tired of hearing you say a drummer's a drummer. It's not true.
Thank you. I agree with you. Bass player is just a bass player, 4 strings. I got 15 million drums in front of me.
Okay, there's a guy all the way in the back there.
Peter,
Hey.
I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
You are the best, and I love you. And all I want to know is, after it's all over, I know you already answered the question, but please come out with some solo album. You're the best, thank you. And please come back to the garden one more time.
That would be great. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we got this lady right up here in the front.
Thank you. Kind of sounds like we're out in the wilderness here. They are, in a way. You know, it's like a corporation. I guess it got out of control. Well, they own the name. You guys know that. They own the name. They own the makeup. They own this and that. And to me, that's not the soul. You know, it's like they turned into AT&T. Not that. It was just the name. The soul of the band was 4 guys who wore shoe polish and dyed their hair blue black in Greenwich Village in 1972, and really broke a lot of great records and really came from the gutter up. And those 4 guys is Ace, G, Peter, and Paul. And I don't give a shit who sits in my seat. It ain't me. It ain't my heart. It ain't me beating. And it's the same with them. I feel about them. And if somebody else was putting jeans makeup on or Paul's, it wouldn't be them either. That's the truth.
Yeah, right.
Okay, the guy that was sitting right behind her.
Oh, thank you. You guys are so nice. Great. My hands are doing great. Again, I'm feeling terrific. These 2 years off were good for me. It's real cathartic. I got a lot of self-help and got a great wife back in me, and she was more of her that kept pushing me to come back and go back with the guys. So, you know, I feel good. I want to do this. Before I'm too old and I can't do it. I don't want that to happen. So I want to really bow out on top. I want to really leave with honor. You guys have given me the best years of my life. It's the least I can do is to thank you and to bow without wrecking my drums and wearing teardrops and, you know, spitting shit about the guys and all the bad stuff that goes out. I'd really like to leave it on an up chord than a down chord. Life is too fast. It really is. You got to live it day by day. Every day above ground is a good day. I'm serious. You know, after the trades, anything can happen, and we all know that. So that's kind of another reason why I'm coming. I really want to just live life and enjoy it and give what I got, the talent that God gave me to you guys, and vice versa, the love I get from you guys. It's like, wow. Oh, yeah!
Okay, we got a question all the way over here on this side.
Peter, it's great to see you here. Thank you for showing up. There's a lot of people here supporting you. A lot of love in the room. I want to thank you for all the great years of music, all the good times, and it's just great to see you back. And you got a lot of support here.
I see.
God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, we got a question right back over here.
Peter, it's great to see you. Thanks for being here. I enjoyed watching you in Oz. Is there any chance?
Thank you. Finally, someone see my acting. I worked very hard for that. I would love to. Tom Fontana, terrific guy. I got 2 episodes. I begged for more. I wish they just didn't stab me and do the awful lot of the squealers. I deserved it. All squealers deserve to get stabbed. Like I'm from Brooklyn. But I'm still going to acting school. I'm still very serious about it. I do want to do more. I don't expect to be some great Tom Cruise, but I just want to do it because I like it. It's kind of fun to be other people. Being the captain, I know how that feels when I become him. I'm him, and when I'm this guy, I'm this guy. And to get a chance to beat people up with a bat, that's so bad.
And get paid for it, too.
You get paid for it, and then you can go home at the end of the day after prison, you can leave. And I sort of looked at the two guys I beat up with two other guys in mind, so when I beat them up, it was like a really psychological, really rush. I saw makeup on these guys, and I'm like, oh man, this is going to be great. And I'm still trying. I'm still going. I'm going for auditions. I just tried to get some stuff on Broadway, so I'm really still trying to do it. I like it. It's exciting to be a doctor or a lawyer or a killer or something on that caliber. So thanks for asking, man. It means a lot to me.
Okay, we got this guy in the front row over here.
Speaking of Ace, this project, are you going to have any input?
Ace? It takes, I haven't spoken to Ace in 2 years, but my thoughts are with him always. If he called me, I'd be. Absolutely.
Okay, we got a question right here.
Thank you. Was it feminine? I went to Transfiguration in Brooklyn, Williamsburg, but he wasn't there. No, but that's right. I did go to parochial school, yeah, and it was really wow. What was that? You're welcome.
Okay, let's get some questions on this side of the floor here. The guy with the Dynasty shirt.
Oh, I had stuff there, but I didn't know much about it till it was over. I have so much stuff. I mean, I got so much stuff in my warehouses that.
You want to sell it?
Yeah, I do. I do actually. I do. I want to. When I get the time, I want to get rid of some stuff. And it's great stuff. It's stuff that's my stuff. It's stuff I've kept from my big capes with the Lions to other things I have. But really, I have one of Gene's first bases. I just have tons and tons of stuff. Sleeping bag, first sleeping bag, all that type of stuff. And I just have to get somebody with me downstairs and get it all together and get it out. And I'm sure you guys will love to come to my house and go downstairs with my big attic and get a big attic. But yeah, I do want. There's a lot of stuff. Eventually, you'll see on my site that I'm going to get rid of, and it's not. I'm not going to rip anybody off.
Okay, we got the guy in the mustache over here. Yeah, you.
Peter, how did you feel about the Kiss casting?
Excuse me.
How did you feel about the Kiss casting?
The Kiss what? The coffins?
Kiss casting.
I wouldn't get in one, but I don't put nothing past Mr. Simmons. I really don't. The guy's got tongue condoms. I go, okay, I figured knees it there because the other place ain't happening, so.
I just saw pictures the other day of
They tell him this stuff, so it ain't no big secret. I love to rank Gina.
there's Kiss rubber ducks coming out.
I'm sure we need those in our bathtub.
Okay, we got this guy in the center of the floor here.
Well, great. She'll enjoy it in the long run, trust me. Great. Oh, that's cool.
Okay, we got a guy in the back there. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, go on.
I want one of those hats, don't you guys?
Peter, you want to wear it?
I love it. It's very of you, pal. I wish I wrote it like that. Wish my bandmates were like, here, take it. Okay. It's too hard looking, but okay. I was actually, and this is no BS, I was at church. I go to church. I really believe in God. I really do. I'm like, I think, I was talking to George Harrison somewhat in the beginning. I'm a real spiritual guy, and I really believe in God. I really, really do. And I was at church, just saying a prayer. I go there once a week with my mom, and I say the whole thing. And when I got home, my wife said, the World Trade was hit by a plane. And I thought immediately, I'm sure like everybody else, it was one of those little planes, and he lost his way, and smacked into the building. And I was sitting there when I saw the second one hit. It was like watching, like a towering inferno. It was like, it wasn't real. It was floristic. It was very strange. It was not real. And I knew we were in deep shit. I just knew we were in a lot of trouble. And then the rest came on, and then Washington came on, and it's still a lot to talk about. I'm a New Yorker, and it was devastating. I lost friends. But that's where I was. I was in a pretty good place, I figured. Church was a good place. Yeah, I'm in my hometown, right? I'm in Jersey Shore, so I came back.
You appeared in a benefit not too long ago either for that.
Yes.
And
Families of Freedom, is that right there? Right, and I'm a big supporter. The money goes to the kids for their education for college. So for all those cops and firemen that died, and the emergency guys, I got involved in it. And I started it that year, and we did it again this year, and I think we got $7 million. $7 million bucks for you. It's not so bad. And I felt good that I was putting back into my home. You can't always take out. You got to put back. Like today, you got to give back to what you guys give me. So I got to give you something back. Sitting here is not so bad. It's pretty good.
Okay, this guy in the back that we kind of cut off before. Yeah,
You mentioned it briefly earlier when you trashed the drum kit at the last U.S. show.
It wasn't tragic. I enjoyed it.
Was that something you had planned to do going in, or was that
Spontaneous.
spontaneous?
That's me. I'm like that. I'm a walking time bomb, man. Boom! It just hit me like, screw it, man.
What was Gene and Paul's reaction?
Well, Paul walked off the stage. I never saw him again until recently, really. And Gene we didn't really talk about in the dressing room. And that was the last show. And ended on a really low note, which I'm saying. And I'd like it to end on a better note than that, than me trashing my drums. I love trashing the drums. The company hates me because they spent a lot of money on those drums, and I'm trashing them like they're nothing. And I felt really bad after it, because I really did. I have a terrible temper, and I don't like to lose it. But I was so angry, and it built up in me from just all the stuff. And I'm sure you guys have all been angry enough to punch something or knock something. I get a little crazy. I wreck drums, shoot things, but not anymore. But I used to, not anymore.
Okay, we got a guy in the back there with the long hair.
This kind of is about the stuff you're talking about. On two different occasions during the farewell tour, I saw the band leave with two separate bands. Gene and Paul were in a band completely different thing, and you were completely exposed, completely different. And it's sort of, it appeared absolutely as Jimmy was being an asshole, absolutely trying to make a statement. They do stuff like that to you and Ace throughout the entire tour. Because they were like, you the curtains, and you guys were just, no, you were loving it. We were all just having a laugh, but, it kind of.
Yeah, I don't like to say it. Just guess. No.
Okay, let's take one from the back.
See, your wife is always there to protect you. Guys, if you got a great wife, keep her. It's really good for her to be the pit bull and the bad guy. Okay. That's how it goes with them guys, and I go, okay, I'll get the other band. I'll ride the other car.
In the back with the camcorder light on.
Yeah, Peter, thanks for coming, Pete.
Thank you.
What is your relationship with Paul now? I mean, are you guys, do you even speak while rehearsing or anything? Because that's talk, amongst us.
I'm going to see them in a couple of weeks. We start rehearsals for Australia. We don't talk on the phone that much. I may get a call from Tommy Thayer saying something or other. I'll go, okay.
But when you're together,
And I go, all right, cool. And so I just kind of shrug it off. But No, we don't, and we hadn't, even when we got kind of back, again, it was still, like we didn't call every day like we did when we first met, and get, like we're really in love with each other from the beginning. It's just, that's how they are. That's how those guys are, I guess.
Okay, we got one in the back corner of the blue denim shirt on.
I love being honest. I'm just being honest. I have nothing against it. It's just, that's how they are.
Peter, thank you from an 8-year-old kid jumping on his bed listening to Destroyer. And my question is, if you don't play them now, any songs that you play live when you're with the band, what songs would you like to play? What songs would you like to play during the tour?
All nice songs. Hooligan, Dirty Living. got nothing to lose. Hard Luck Woman. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. There's a lot of the old stuff I liked. I can't think right off the top of my head. But there was some great stuff we did earlier. Stuff that was kick-ass.
Okay, let's get some over on this side. We got this blonde here with her hand up.
It's my lucky number. I believe everything comes in threes. Everything good. I was the third member of the band. Everything. My third wife. Not by choice, but I'm happy. But 1, 2, 2 rough, whatever. One great one, one bad one. But three's a really good number. It's a Trinity number. It's a holy number. It's kind of the Father, the Son, Holy Ghost. It really is. So it's, I got all over me. Places I can't show you either. Excuse me? Yeah, that's my better half.
Okay, their white shirt, black hair. One behind you.
How does... My daughter and I are, I don't know, my daughter's 21 in another world of her own. She's living in LA and has that LA mentality, which is La La Land. As far as I'm concerned, everybody out there is in another world, they're from another planet. I'm from the East, I don't think that way. And so we talk, but she's still very much in the world of credit cards and nice cars, and her handsome boyfriend was in the Marines, and I can't compare to that. I can't compete with that, so we don't talk about it. I like to slap her is what I like to really do.
Okay, how about the guy that was right in front of her there?
Peter, greetings from the state of Tennessee. I just want to say that I love you and I appreciate everything that you and Jesse have done. Gene has often said that you and he have the most in common with one another in the band. I wonder what you take on that and what your feelings are about that.
Well, we do. Actually, we do. Gene and I love the cinema. We love watching movies, a lot of the same movies. We used to get a kick out of getting a lot of snacks together, really like kids. We did all these cool snacks and stuff. We'd get a bunch of movies together, and we'd watch the movies together and critique them and talk about them. And but that's about it. We weren't going to any baseball games together, drinking a few beers with the boys. It never happened. But we kind of had that childish-like way about us. It was very similar. And we grew up in the same neighborhood. He grew up 10 blocks from me. We went to the same, we found out we used to go to the same theaters in the afternoons, the matinees, same YMCA, the same neighborhood. And he was probably the guy I beat up on every other week when I had no one else to beat up. Let's go beat up some of these Jewish guys up the road there. So we used to laugh about this, he and I. Go, I think he beat the shit out of me a few times.
Okay, let's get some from the back. There's a guy standing all the way in the back with... Yeah, you.
Pete, your voice has always been my favorite out of Kiss. In songs like Hooligan, Baby Driver, Nothing to Lose. What's your chances of us doing a little bit of Beth right now?
Wait, there's a racket.
One more time.
Going on.
Your voice has always been my favorite out of Kiss. With songs like Hooligan, Baby Driver, Nothing to Lose. Any chances of hearing Beth right now?
No!
I can get you some.
Thanks, David. No, I can't see.
Okay, the guy
I'm
with
going to
the...
ask you questions and stuff.
Okay, yeah, you right there.
Peter, given your differences between yourself and the other guys in the band, do you really think that this last chapter can be...
I can't hear you.
Do you think that you can end your chapter this happily? Do you think that your differences are going to come to the front again?
I don't know. I really don't, who knows? Some things never change, and some things do. I've changed. That's all I know. Today I've changed. I'm sitting here. I'm a different man. I'm a happy man, a healthy man. I'm happy to see you guys. God bless you. I hope you had a great Christmas, great New Year's, all that good stuff. Your families are all in good health. That's the type of guy I am. I don't know if it'll change and it'll be a great, great ending and everybody went off into Maryland and we're all happy guys and we love each other. I doubt it. I do, but it would be nice to have it should be a great ending for a great band that had 30 great years of guys like you buying our records and
Okay, let's work over on this side of the floor. There's a young lady in the corner there. Yep, you.
Me? What? Well, I don't know if that's all true. I mean, I did a lot. I've had my share of women within my day, but I'm happily married now. Yes, well, but I lost your question. You went right out with your laryngitis.
You always brag of having a big dick.
Am I turning red? There's kids here in the room. I'm well endowed, I guess. That's probably a German and Italian in me, I don't know, but I think it might make the guys a little jealous here or there. The two of the guys, not Ace, but maybe the other two. That's great. Wow, my mother turned over to Greg just then.
Okay, we got a guy back there with the Ace and Peter t-shirt on.
Hey, Peter, back in '95, I was at the Harrisburg show at Metron during that long cold winter night. It was the best Kiss show I was ever at. I have a statement for you about the ad you put in the Village Voice back in, I guess it was '72.
Rolling Stone.
Yeah. It seemed like there was a lot of, in a sense, there was a lot of hunger in your passion to want to become a performer in a rock and roll band. Your life and the way that you went after things was inspiration to me and everybody else who has a dream that wanted to be something bigger and better than what they are right now.
And?
Okay? And I'm telling you that I'm a songwriter, guitarist that's willing to do anything to make it. And I feel better when you know that I'm telling you right now.
Oh, very cool. Absolutely. You got to be willing to do anything to make it. You really do. You got to, except kill your wife or sell your family out or sell your band out. But you got to really, you got to really give it your all, or we'd all be sitting up here doing this for a living. It's a great way to make money. It's a great way to express yourself, and it's great to be who I am. And at that point in my life, I felt I was 24. I was getting really old, and I better make it because time's going fast. And it all worked out. I'm glad somebody read my ad.
We got somebody in your makeup just right over there as well.
Where is that lady?
Here, stand up.
Stand up, my dear.
What about it struck you as being, this might be the opportunity that would be different than all the other bands that you were in? What was it about that raw spirit, that energy that told you that this was the place you wanted to be?
I could feel it because all of us wanted the same exact thing. We all wanted to make it. We all wanted to be the guys that we wanted to see up there. Excuse me, we were tired of seeing a lot of bands not caring how they dressed or looked for their audience. Just get up there like slobs, and you're lucky you're here because we're going to play for you. I was fed up with that attitude, and we wanted to give more. We wanted to make it into a bigger show than just music. We wanted it to be an extravaganza, a really big, like, circusy thing. And I saw in these three guys the same gleam I had in my eye. They really wanted it. They really wanted to do it, to really make it, to be rock stars, whatever that stupid quote. But that's what we wanted, and we wanted to be the biggest band in the world, and we made that. We did it, and I'm proud of that. But I didn't know, you never know you're going to do it, but I just knew that I could be the most creative I could ever be in this band. I could wear dresses, high heels, wear, bras. Whatever it took, we would do it. Go ahead, try one on. If you look good in the bra, wear it. So we had that great open mind of let's do it all. And it's sad because that's gone now, and that's not there anymore. And so the creativity went out the window many years ago, and it all became now structured. And I hate structured stuff. I love to just do things what I feel and what I am.
Okay, this guy over here has been waiting nice and patient.
Peter, I think during the Cycle Circus tour at Meadowland, you were about to possibly say that, and somebody pointed a laser pointer at you. You got really, really angry.
Well, I lose my eye.
Yeah, has that ever happened before? Have you gotten so angry where you actually yelled at someone?
Yeah, oh yeah. I'll tell you a great story. I was in maybe Tennessee, I was somewhere down south, and I'm singing Beth, I'm Mr. Croon, I'm Cool, I'm up there and I got them and I'm singing, all the girls are crying, and I get hit in the face with a big thing of toilet paper that came out of some toilet bowl. Trust me, it was this pow! And I'm like, fuck you! Off the stage, and I didn't come back. I didn't even go back to the encore. I didn't want nothing to do with anybody. I was so hurt, more than hurt by getting hit with it, stinking. But it was really insulting to me. The laser thing was a joke too. Some idiot, just put a laser in your eyes, really stupid. And I didn't need Paul to protect me. I could protect myself, but he wanted to protect me. And that's nice. But yeah, I've had some stuff. I got hit with an M80. I've been hit with a bottle up there. You guys can be vicious out there sometimes. What you throwing up there at us?
Okay, we got a question from this lady right over here.
I promise we won't throw anything else at you in Tennessee.
You're the one who threw the toilet paper.
I'm married to an avid Kiss fan, and I'm a new Kiss fan after being married to an avid one. We have a whole room decorated in our house pretty well. But wanted to know, being a newlywed, if you had any marital advice for us for marriage?
I'm married 3 times. What am I going to tell you? Think about my mistakes. Stay with one marriage, please. Just be honest with one another and communicate, talk. Don't storm out of the house. I've done that so many times and found myself in a light somewhere and wonder how I got there. You got to sit down with your soulmate, and it's more than just marriage. It's the person you're with all the time. It's the person you lay your head down at the end of the night with. That's the person you wake up with. Hopefully that's the person you'll end life with. And there's a lot going on there than just I'm married with a piece of paper. Gene may think that's whatever you may think. I believe and love my wife to death. I would die for her. That's what you got to have. That's all I can tell you.
Okay, we'll get some people over here on this side. You with the long hair with your hand up. Yeah, you.
No, I'm sure Eric did what he got a call and you want to do a gig and he was probably really excited. He got to be me for a few days. I guess that could be cool. Eric's a great drummer. I take nothing away from him. He's a damn great drummer and he's played with the guys. And I guess he was the best to call in that sort of situation. I wasn't going to do it, so they had to get somebody right away that knows the songs. He knows the arrangements, and No, man, if I'm going to be angry at anybody, I'm going to be angry at Gene and Paul over it, not Eric. What the hell? It's not his fault. You know, he's really not an original founding member, and he gets a call to do a gig, and he's going to take the gig. Somebody had to call him. Well, Eric didn't call Eric, so I have no animosity to Singer. No, you're welcome.
Okay, the guy with the red goatee in the front row.
Can't miss you, man. Thank you. You know, my wife tells me that sometimes, and it blows my mind. I think maybe ignorance is bliss. Sometimes I just don't get it, or I don't think about it because I'm afraid to. I'm afraid like it would be too much for me to think that I actually made somebody pick up a pair of sticks and play the instrument, because I love the instrument so much, and that's all I ever wanted myself, was to bang on pots and pans and play my drums and play my drums. And then when someone tells me that they're a drummer today because of me, I go, it's almost, I don't want to think about it, because it's such a great compliment. It really is. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Hey, Peter, there's one thing I wanted to ask you. There's a new Kiss book that's out, and it revealed that there was an album put out by Lenny and Squiggy around 1979, 1980, and it's alleged you didn't play on the album, but your photo is in there amongst a bunch of other musicians under the name Ming the Merciless. I've got.
Please do. I've never seen him out live.
Okay, yeah, this was something that somebody had, the writers of this book, revealed it, and I didn't know if this was something that you knew, it was something.
Hey, I just looked at the book out of the early years with Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley put out. I didn't even know there was a book out. I went up to do the Ed Trunk show, and there's, you want a book? And I'm like, oh, I'm in this book. Right? That's great. And that's so, that's kind of how I get you guys get the information quicker than I get it at times. It's kind of how I feel. If you see a poster of the 4 Kiss members and it's a show, all I can say is when you hear it from me, that I'm going to be there, I'll be there. if you don't hear it from me, that I ain't going to be there, then I may not be there. It's got to come from me from now on. I'm tired of it coming from everybody else, and then you guys go see something and the real guys ain't there. That's bullshit. So that's why another thing, I'm happy for my site. Thank you for all the emails you guys have sent me. My God, I get so much love stuff. There's so much bad stuff also. It's not all gravy, so there is some shit. But I love it because I can reach out to you now and tell you how I feel and what I'm doing, and I feel that my thing is so personal. I try to make it personal. I try to let you know what I'm doing, my acting, my this, my that. It's about me to you. And same thing with the band. If I know anything, if I'm not doing anything, I'll always try to let you know, because there are a few fans of mine here, and it is the Kiss fans, and I love you all, but I just always want to be honest with you.
Okay, there's a guy in the white baseball cap standing up there.
When you expected that your book might be on March, your book?
I don't know. I really don't. I'd love to say, this and this date, but I just want to get this done now. I'm kind of, and all my energy is into this. I'm in the gym with a trainer 3 days a week, and I'm playing 5 days a week again, and all my energy's going into this again. And it's an old cumbersome thing. It's an old Kiss, what Kiss is. It's everything or nothing. For me, it is anyway. I won't do it if it isn't 110. So all that is just kind of on my desk downstairs, and I'm just kind of have to get back to it. Believe me, I want to get it out. If there's, I really want my book too, because there's a lot of things I have to say that needs to be clarified. It's been said about me.
This is like kind of a tribute thing, like all the snacks between like yodels, devil dogs, or green cake. Which one would you pick first?
Devil dogs. I love devil dogs. A big cold glass of milk, man. That's style.
Okay, Peter, you had mentioned before about your website. I'm sure there's a lot of people here that know about the website, but I know there's a lot of people that may not be aware of it.
You should tell them.
Exactly. petercriss.net. It's the official website. Photos, news. You can write to the guy. How long has the website been up and running now?
Man, we've been lucky. October 30th? And it's already like 25,000 people are on it. It just never ends. And I get up every day. I swear to God, I get up in the morning. I get the coffee. I go downstairs. I put on my computer and I look at the number and I go, yes. And it starts my day.
Okay, that's petercriss.net. We got some questions over here. This guy's been waiting nice and patient.
Thank you. Look, Tommy is a great guy. It's hard, when a guy's your road manager and next thing he's up there playing next to you and he's looking like Ace. It's different. I'll admit it's different. But he's a great musician. He really is. He plays really well. I'm sure he'll play well when we play together. It's kind of how I look at it. He's always been my road manager. I never looked at him in any other light, much less in front of 80,000 people in Ace's makeup playing Ace's songs. I'm going to have to see how that feels when I get up there. I'm sure it's going to be a rush, good or bad, I don't know, but probably much better because I'm selfish and I just want to get off on you guys. Whatever he does is his own luck up there.
Okay, there's another guy standing up with the blonde hair there.
Hi.
I was wondering, they talked earlier about that song like play. Before and now, have you ever asked them at certain song you want to play, like they was out of the way or anything, that you don't really want to play it?
Yeah, I do, and I'll get like, well, it just doesn't sort of fit in the groove of the set. I'm like, why? It would fit 15 years ago, but now it's not fitting now. And that's always. Hey, I'm with you. I want to sing. I love to sing. I love singing as much as I love drumming. I love drumming more, but I love singing. And not for nothing, my song was. It got us on the radio. It got us a People's Choice Award. They never bring it up. They never talk about it. They don't. God forbid the drummer should have a hit record. And a lot of other fans like yourself really like my voice. It's not the worst voice, and I don't use it enough. But I sure wish I could, and I sure wish I would sing more. But I'm voted down, so it's kind of.
Okay, we got another guy.
Well, you guys in the dressing room, and I'll be able to get a song done.
Hi, Peter. Gene opens his book with something to the effect of, when the Echo runs down to Shea Stadium during at least the last days of the farewell tour, there was rumors of like a bunch of shows for him. Maybe including the Melbourne show coming up. How would, if at least this musical phase of his had to end, how would you want to end? Or what would be? I know that the Melbourne making a personal thing for you. What would you see as being like the fitting end if musical phase happened?
I would like to see Kiss, the original Kiss, in Shea Stadium. And that's my dream. For me, if you're asking me, the Beatles played there. I'm a big Beatle fan, huge Beatle fan, big John Lennon fan. So, man, if I could play Shea Stadium, we have dreams too. That would be wow. The four of us, that would be really cool. So that would be great. Yeah. I guess a few more, and I got to sign autographs for you guys.
Okay, we got a few more, so let's really make it special. Let's take someone over on this side here, the kid with the glasses on.
I can't hear you. You got to talk louder. Right. Yeah, sit low. Seriously, put your seat down, bring your cymbals down, because I used to love to be up here, and then that's what gave me trouble later on in life. Your arms start screwing with you, and you get tendonitis, and you get this and that. And if you should sit correctly in the correct ways, your snare should be about here, and even with your legs, and you want to even get more power with them down here than up there. You know, I'm going to have a page on my site just for drummers. We're getting ready to do that now. And we're just going to have a drummer page. And one of my guys had a great idea. He wants to put a picture of every drum I ever played on there, all my drum sets. And then I'm going to put road stories of what to do with your drums when things go bad and things that went wrong with me and what not to do and to do. So I'm excited about that. So if I can give you drummers some information if you want it.
Okay, we got time for one more question. And the lovely lady in the red hair all the way in the back.
Hi,
Hi.
thanks for coming. Just a quick question. How do you feel when you see other people dressed up with the makeup on as you and the second generation?
Highest compliment I could ever get, flattery. It's like, what did I create? Oh, wow, you look beautiful. I could kiss the guy or the girl, mostly the girl. But I see, it's wow, you know, you go, man, I drew this crazy thing, and I see people in it, and I go, man, how cool. So it's very cool. It's very cool.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, I'll see you up. Thank you.
Come on, let's hear it for Peter Criss. Come on.
Okay, everybody, hold tight. I'll be back in 2 minutes and we'll go over the autograph session. It's not a huge crowd. We'll take care of everybody.
Thank you.
Jim, switch over just a little bit. That way they can get pictures.
minutes. 1, 2, 3. You didn't get a photo?
Thank you very much. Just me?
Oh, very cool. Sure.
We're the guys that
You didn't get a photo. Go around. 3, 2, 1. Don't forget your camera.
Wow, those sodas were. You better stop it. Same thing. All right.
All right, we're getting photos. Let's go. We got to roll. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Really? I will. I'll look into
White train.
Hey, buddy. Oh, man, that was a long time ago. I don't even remember 86. You too. I don't. Thank you. Mine too.
Go around.
I'm glad I'll let you on.
Need a photo when you're ready?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, it's not the first time I've seen ridiculous things signed, but then
Sign too? No, on the shirt sign. There we go.
behind him would be such a great shot.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for coming. All right. Sleep for 10 days.
I'm getting a workout.
Get the bag.
When I'm drunk.
Out of the way.
It's right here. Yellow, that was. I got it right here.